Oh, shit.
Yes, sir. We're gonna kick everything off with this What Your Life Like. I think that's the best soundtrack. Leading into our thing, kicking it on the G. Kicking it on the G is a new show that me and the brother P. Taylor came up with. We decided that we didn't want to be so classroomy with it, studious with it. We wanted people to join in and be able to get an awareness and be able to spectate how living conditions was and the atmosphere was when we were incarcerated during the 80s and the 90s and some of us in the 70s. So in the future, as we go along, we're gonna be bringing on brothers that was incarcerated in the penitentiary during the time when division was even conceived. We want to be able to get a sort of an idea of our brothers' mentality. What was the conditions as far as political arena? You know, this will I think will help us in getting a better understanding of what our leadership meant for us, what they didn't. So with that, my fault, pardon me. With that, I'm leading that zeal, I should say. I'm gonna be hosting this event with my co-host Pete Taylor. I'm gonna bring Pete Taylor in. Then we got our first guest, our good brother Tank. My brother Fee and him can tell you a little bit more better about themselves. I'm gonna pass the mic now. Go ahead, brother.
All right. Well, everybody know me, man. I'm Fee Taylor, man, and we invited our first guest, man. It's my big brother, man. That's Tank. Tank was one of the brothers, man, that when I first arrived, man, coming up through Stateville, man, back in them days, man, Tank was there. Tank was there when everything kicked off, man. So all this nonsense, man, all this foolishness and buffoonery that we've been hearing about guys sitting there. This is a man who was there when everything started with the new concept. He was there. He helped kick it off. So, man, with no further ado, come on, Tank, man, let us know, man. This educate us,
I
man.
want to give a vibe on how it was because I could vividly, I can remember everything that happened, man. From the day one when I got there, they started teaching us, man. I'm talking about they got into us so hard. I'm talking about a robust teaching about so many things, so many topics. You talking about the blueprint. The blueprint was there then. They hadn't written it yet. So all those things was already there. So I'm looking back, I'm saying, man, they had the blueprint back then when it was in the classes that we was having. Because once you finish the learning about the liturgy and all that, you would go off into other things, what they call now their wedding session. When you get in a wedding session, they got different topics. We got religion, we got business, we had all those different formats, legal. We had all those topics. So I said, when I seen the blueprint come out in print, I started thinking to myself, man, they was teaching us the blueprint back then. We just didn't know it was called the blueprint yet.
Wow.
That was the name for the title of it. So I said, man,
so basically, you would say that they was getting y'all prepared, getting y'all ready for the blueprint.
Yeah. So I think what was going on, man, they was preparing us to be teachers, to teach the next people that's what would be coming around, because they was real patient about how they presented to me, myself, and to others. Because people would come in, they would have the first impression, they would be in fear because they didn't know something they didn't know about. They feared it, so they wanted to make sure that a person teaching it, man, you got to relax them. Don't be having them in fear because they don't know about this.
Let me ask you something. When you first came in, was that when you first went to the prison? Did you go straight to
Stateville? Straight to Stateville.
And when you go ahead.
Yeah, straight to Stateville. Wasn't no, they got on that bus at Joliet, straight to Stateville. No.
And so when you came in, what was your idea of what we were about and what we wasn't about? What was your idea before you got to the classes and those brothers began to
Man, straight gang bang. I'm talking about I was gang banged out. I'm talking about I was in the mode of, hey man, them
What's
dudes
your
over there,
definition of
they
gang
gotta
bang?
get it. Huh?
What was your definition of gang banging coming up? What was your mindset?
Dudes under the film, under the fire, they gotta get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm looking at them like, hey man, they trying to do me, I'm trying to do them.
Right.
So my mentality was, it was GD, Black Gangster Disciple or nothing. So if you was over there, you was over there, I'm over here, we over here together, y'all over there together. Y'all trying to do us, we trying to do y'all. We doing it. You know what I'm saying?
So that wasn't the right way?
No, that was not right. Because I was trying to protect something there, man, that I didn't understand at the time. And that's what the classes was about, to show us that what we was doing was wrong. So it started coming into me eventually, that, and I started understanding that, you know, it's a different way of doing things than what we was doing. Because what we doing, hey, like we gang banging. You know, gang bang. I'm talking about we straight gang. I'm straight gang banging in my mind.
Yeah. So
I'm
let me
about
ask you something.
everything blue, everything to the right, everything. I'm talking about every sign, symbol that we know, we got it. We doing it.
Yeah.
You know, that's all.
But let me ask you something. So when you got there, was Biggie and all them guys there already?
Biggie was already there.
So Biggie and Ike and everybody was there already?
Ike was there, Biggie was there. Yeah, mostly all of them was there already. They was already at the joint.
Yeah,
so some names. Biggie, Ike Taylor.
Give us some names, man. Give us some names of the originals.
Was Speedy there?
Ike Taylor, Speedy was there. Ike Taylor, Panama was there.
What about the G-Ski, Lil Jon?
Lil Jon, see, they had formulated the board.
Yeah.
They formulated the board, so that means that all of them had positions and titles, and they had their own staffs on who would formulate what staff. You know, so you had G Sharp, you had Biggie, Panama, Good, Lucky.
Good Time Lucky.
Good Time Lucky. You had all of them they had a staff, man, and they was organized to the T, because the old man had them in a structure. You know, I think Raheem kind of got his position. He wasn't in that position when I got there. He was there. They brought him in and made that position and put him in that position to do a lot of technical things.
The board secretary.
Yeah, so he started doing a lot of technical stuff to formulate the whole format. So at that time, man, the vibe was like this. The organization was at a down, and it was ready to be turned around. And the old man seen something that said, hey man, we can't keep living like this, because we're gonna destroy ourselves. Which he know that it would destroy everybody around him. So what he said that we broke. He always say that we ain't got no money, we don't got nothing going. He said we finna build this here from the ground up. The streets is not doing what they supposed to be doing. So he in there, he said, well, we're gonna build it from right here. We're gonna build everything from right here, inside out. They even had a piece called Inside Outside.
Yeah. What's happening inside and out. Yeah.
So when we started building, man, the morale was kind of down. Everybody, because you had some people not sure.
Pardon me, pardon real quick.
Yeah.
Before you go too far. What I want to know is, so what was it changing from? What was the look before he began to make that decision that we were going to become this new, implement this new concept or organization? What was the organization looking like before that? How was the mentality? What kind of things were you doing?
It was more wild and radical. I mean, that,
in what ways?
I'm coming in thinking I'm gonna extort some whoever I can. I'm gonna take something from this.
So extortion.
Yeah, I'm this how I'm gangsterism. I'm on this my mind. So whoever around me like that, that's how I'm thinking. But they clearly took that and told us that's not what's gonna happen. You're not gonna be able to do all that. You're not gonna be able to just take people's stuff. You're gonna be this is what's going on. And they clearly they made examples. Because you had some dudes, that's how they wanted to live, man. And wasn't nobody gonna tell them they weren't gonna live like that. So those dudes quickly became examples, man. And the examples,
so let me ask you this here.
Nice, man.
Give us the story, man, the true story about Michael G. May he rest in peace, and Dirk Acklin. Give us that story, man.
Well, it's always a thing with Dirk and the BDs. He always was trying to somehow get away from being a part of the organization. He wanted more power. So what he kept on doing was saying, no, Shorty is our king, and he started writing literature. He had been writing literature. So he gave himself a position at the BDs because Shorty was out of state in another prison. Right. He was in the state. So all of them coming in, first, we was all together. You know what I'm saying? Because this, I'm telling you, Larry said, no, we wanted to do something to him, for real. But Larry said, no, man, he part of the family. He part of David. He a part of us. I don't want nothing to happen to him. I'm going to keep trying to work with him. Every time something happens, he'll run over there to that. Man, they doing this to us. They saying it. We had.
So he was running to the old. Hold on now. He was running to the old man for the basically to keep the guys off of him.
Yes.
Okay.
He had no win, man. I'm talking about. We were so strong in there that I can take you right now to some old Latin King. They said, man, y'all was strong as hell in Stateville back then, man.
So how did Michael G deal with it?
Well, we was in the cell house. Michael G was over there with the old man. We was in the cell house next door, and we had a UC over the unit. So Dirk thought he could manipulate the UC. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll run over there and run back and forth. So he started some almost a riot, man. He had got with the Vice Lords, the Stones. But the Stones said they ain't in it. But he got with the Vice Lords, the Kings, the rest of them, talking about, yeah, man, they trying to take the phones, which that wasn't what's going on. But Dirk always tried to play a personal card with the GDs. So he didn't have no win, so he got with them. And they had we almost was going up in a riot. So we all came out, man. We got knives, everybody out there. We finna do it. So the police come through with shotguns, talking about, yeah, get in y'all room. Everybody broke off, everybody. He said, everybody going in their room. So we left. After that, the next day, man, we came out. They went and talked to the old man. Man, he said, man, I'm sick of it. He sent Michael G over there to the cell house and said, look, Michael G came over there. He called us to the yard, man, 5 o'clock in the morning. He said, man, ain't no more of this here.
Was it cold outside?
Freezing, man. Zero out there, man. That man, he comes telling me to wake everybody up. I said, oh, Mike, it's cold, is it? He said, I don't give a damn. Everybody better be out there. There's going to be some consequences. They better be on that yard. I said, dang. Okay. I started waking him up. Hey, man, y'all better be on that yard. He said, man, it's 5 o'clock. I said, man, Mike said, man, don't be on that yard, man. I said, man, don't be the example of this shit. Don't be the example, man.
Mike gonna get you, Jack.
Yeah, man, he gonna get you. I said, come on. So we went on to the yard. He said, man, look, I'm tired of this bullshit back and forth. The old man, he said, I'm handling it. Ain't nothing going. He said, ain't nothing going to the old man about Dirk, about none of that. Anything happening in this cell house, it come through me. Come to me. I'm the last say on it. Don't think that you finna go over here and run over my head. Ain't none of that going on. If you do, you're gonna get blasted. Everything gonna happen here, gonna happen right here. I'm gonna take care of it. With Dirk, with the BDs, with the Vice Lords, with anybody, I'm gonna handle anything right here. That man got enough things going on that he don't need that. That's small shit. We gonna handle it right here.
Yeah, that's something, man. Because right now today, you get a lot of people that always using Larry Hoover's name and things, and you'll even get, even today, as I come home and I see on social media, a lot of people saying, Dad said this and Dad said that.
Yeah.
And if anybody who know the business, man, you would never, even if Dad did say something, that's something that one would never say out of their mouth, bro.
Right.
Especially in the atmosphere and the climate like it is right now. If it was true, who is you to say out loud what Dad said? You understand what I'm saying? So I tell people all the time, and like that little part in The Godfather, when Michael, when it was trying to figure out who was the betrayer in the family and things of that nature, and his dad came to him and told him, the one who come to you to set the meeting, that's the betrayer. I tell them, the one who come to you and tell you Dad said, that's the betrayer, bro. Because he would never, especially right now, he ain't talking to nobody. And yet, this is the narrative that the government is utilizing to hold him and others like him, and people are helping it. The very people who say they are for him and they are influenced by him and they want him home is actually helping the government every time they use his name with a bogus and a negative narrative.
And that's right too, man. And one thing I try to tell a person, I think some people don't understand. I say, man, look, well, the old man would have did. Old man said, I said, listen, man, the old man has already written what he's written. The law governs all events. You must maintain yourself up under that. Not what this dude said about what the old man said. I don't want to hear that. I said, I know the law already. So that's one thing I always was able to do with like Speedy and dealing with somebody like one of them, and they had some dude talking about, well, Speedy said this, said that. I said, well, you go back and tell Speedy, man, that ain't the law, man, and I ain't going for it. So whatever you want to do after that, that's on him. So now, when they go back to Speedy, guess what Speedy say? Yeah, man, don't do that, man, because he know that I know the law. It ain't who I know.
That's why it's important.
I didn't have to know them, huh? I didn't have to know Harry or know none of them to know the law.
That's why it's important for us to know the laws and policies that governs us, man. So that way you would know the truth from falsehood, man.
Exactly.
Because when I came to Stateville, when I made it there, everything, because Tank was there in the beginning. When I got there 4 or 5 years later, after everything had been established, it was up and rolling then. I'm talking about it was up and rolling. I'm talking we was having awareness session, going back there to the law library, man, watching all these documentaries and having lit classes. And if you
wait, what you mean y'all was watching documentaries and they do stuff like that?
We was watching documentaries in Stateville, man, and having an open discussion behind it.
For example, a documentary on something.
This is that we seen it on the Attica prison ride. You know what I'm saying? That's the first documentary that I seen. That's when I met the old man. I didn't even know how he looked. I was looking for this big old cockstrong giant all the time. You know what I'm saying? But they was adamant, man. They was adamant about us learning. And everybody that came through Stateville had to go talk to the old man. They had you to go.
He had an open door policy too.
He had an open door policy. He didn't have no. Yeah, go on and tell him, Tank.
One thing I know about him, man, is that, like he said, when some people come through, right, they looking for this big animal, gruesome looking dude or something. And you can say, hey, man, you know, Larry, some dudes say, yeah. I say, okay, where you at? They looking right at him, man, sitting on the bench over there, don't know who he is. I said, man, you ain't got to laugh, man. I said, man, if you don't know that, man, don't say that, man. You don't know him. That's him right there. You don't know him. Just say you don't know him, man. You just heard what you heard. He's looking for somebody he don't even know, but he's saying that you know him. I said, come on over here. That's him right there. I said, yeah, that's him right there. Come on over, we're gonna go talk to him. I said, man, this guy said he know you. Because he's Larry is down to earth. See, he not what they think he is. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I know him, man, and that's how I remember him always, that he's gonna talk to you. Just like we talking right now. Yeah. This him on this show right now. This him on this show. Us three right here talking.
No doubt about
it. That's him. You know what I'm saying? And he that type of dude where that's what he gonna do. He gonna talk to you just like, hey, man. He ain't no bigger than
CP,
you. Like, hey, man.
Let me say this real quick before we get too far. I wanna hurry up and touch on that Dirk Ackland demonstration. Even as I was a shorty coming up, I've been hearing this guy name. I've never met him personally. With all due respect, I don't even want to due to so much negative things. I mean, he might be a good brother. I'm just saying, from the people that I look up to, it has not been a good thing said. So I mean, sort of on the outside, on purpose, not even trying to come to the good brother circle. But I will say this. For instance, I did see a interview with him and some guy by the name of Flaco Santana. I don't know him personally. He ain't supposed to be one of the brothers, but I'm saying this here. Him and this other guy, advisor, both going around the country, and they spitting their version of what they say growth and development is. I'm seeing the L's go up in the air and everything, and one is trying to tell a history that is not ours. That's not my history. If you want to tell that history for you, then that's your history. But that's not our history. And I say this, most important than anything, I try to arm our brothers and sisters with this against stories and people like that. If they didn't hear nothing else in that interview, The rest of that interview was null and void once Mr. Dirk Ackland admitted that he was the one who walked the old man down the aisle to receive his blessing from the king, right? If you accept and you saying that that's what happened, whether it be a lie or not, if you saying that's what's up, then anybody and everybody that didn't fall in line with the vision is outside of the vision. They bogus, they antithesis, they are not for Larry. I don't care how much they say it. Because this man is for righteousness. And if you won't fall in his way, you got to fall in the righteous way.
So let me ask you this here, Tank.
Yeah.
How is this dude for me? And I don't want to make this about him, man, because I want to really talk about us. Man. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing, man. Because we know the truth, man. My thing is, what about Ike, man? Now, that's somebody that has to be, remember, even though Ike had his flaws and he went off and did some other things, man.
Ike is important to this whole foundation because that brought everything into its proper respect. You got to remember something. Low all them had their own little mobs. So all them had their own little things before they came into the institutions. But they all said, hey, Larry is the king, David and Larry was the king. So Larry is king. They all embrace Larry. So now, who is going to be second in Kachuk was the most important for thinking in the whole thing, because now, who do you put in there? Some of them was like, rival with each other, like in a way. So Ike was the one, man, when they put Ike in it. Ike was smart as hell, man. Ike was smart, man. I didn't know the dude was that smart. Then I started finding out this dude is highly intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know he was so smart. But when I found out, I said, man, this dude was smart. And he became that second in command. And what, like I said, at that time, man, the morale was down until they started building up. And I'm gonna tell you what was a real push the morale of the men up real high was when he went home. Oh man, we was in there, everybody hitting the bars, man.
When Ike went home,
we partying for weeks when Ike went home. We so happy that now this what we've been learning in there is going to the streets. He is the literacy, he everything. He going to the street to push the whole platform because we know what it'll do in there. We see what it do. Our structure in there had took over every element of the institution. I'm talking about from the library to the recreation to the stamp. We took over the JC, what they call the JCs, where they sell stuff and all that. We took over all the concession stand, the visiting room. I'm talking about every aspect of that prison, man. Any part of that prison where they made tables, they made whatever. We controlled it. We was the clerks. We had our structure put us in a position to understand that we needed to control all, and we got in every one of those positions. Nothing moved in that prison without us, man. I don't give a damn who you was or what you was. You was a Latin king, you was a vice lord. They knew they had to go through the GDs to get in any one of them positions. They wanted, and Larry was like this. Hey, man,
and we was fair.
This is what I'm saying. He said, I'm like this. I'm letting all y'all get in. He said, I ain't gonna block you because you're a vice lord. The vice lord's gonna be in the business room. We're gonna make sure y'all in there. We're gonna make sure y'all got y'all representatives all through this institution. He could have just said, no, I control this. I ain't getting nothing.
And he could have been on some gang shit, but he wasn't.
But that wasn't him. He wasn't on that. He seen it as more viable for us to be inclusive, but at the same time, now we still maintain control and order. He maintained control and order of that institution. Them people can say what they want to say, but they knew that man controlled that prison system with an iron fist, and that was one thing I think they said, he controlled it. Anytime
it was like one of them Malcolm X moments when the police say that's just too damn much power for one man to have.
But now when him controlling the system, when him controlling that prison and then eventually the system, it wasn't in a destructive manner though.
No, not at all.
It was in a positive, productive manner.
The police used to say, man, since this man that came in, man, less of us done been getting stabbed up, beat up. Less of us done get stopped. Man, this man done stopped so many things, man.
Hey, real quick,
said, man,
on your Ike Taylor demonstration, when you said Ike was going home and y'all partied and everything. What made y'all party like that? What made y'all so excited that Ike was going home?
Well, see, I when Ike was there, man, Ike always come around everybody, come and he talk, tell us, man, about stories about this and about that. He always he would be on the scene all the time. The joint was pretty big, stay big back then. But Ike would be in every sale house, man, almost daily, man, talking. You would look up Ike right there. I said, man, how you man get on to every sale house like that? All through the institution. And he coming to your sale, talking, hey man, what's going on up in here, man? What y'all doing? Playing some spades? You're getting a spade game. Hey man, he said, man, what y'all think, man, about this? And man, I'm trying to see, man, I ain't got enough requests, man. I'm trying to get the educational program. What's the name running? I'm trying to see what y'all guys think about this here. We want to give out $25 for somebody that show us that they can get their grades to this point. He said, man, I want to raise to 50, man, but y'all tell me what y'all think. This is how he talk to you. So
why you keep saying that this man my daddy, man?
That's your daddy, ain't it?
Hey, so I was wondering, though, was the excitement built up off of knowing that he was going home?
The morale was building before Ike left. Everybody was looking like, okay, Ike is finna go home. So this is the first one to go to the street with the new concept. The first one of power, of authority. This Larry going to the street. That's how we looked at it. This Larry getting out of prison. Larry's still there, but this is Larry's getting out of prison. The mental part of Larry is going home. You know what I'm saying? So in our man, we thinking, hey, everything finna transfer that we doing here to the street. So the joint was in uproar, man, all night, man. We hollering and screaming, hey, we partying. We happy, everybody happy, man. Just the joint, the vibe was, the morale had went up in the mean, man. People started joining functions that never thought about they wanted to be in a function. They started getting in function because they seen the light. They started seeing it.
That's awesome because you also telling me about the work that still got to be completed. You know, if that's what he was coming home to do. And basically, it follows what you were saying, that what's happening inside and out. That the inside was always connected with the outside, and that was very effective for us. And that's, as the brother said earlier, we was talking, that's a bridge that got to be put back up.
We got to restructure that, man. We got some facts in there. We got to line it back up, man.
Yeah, man. My fault, but you finna say something. Go ahead, bro.
I'm just glad to see y'all doing this, man. Just that knowing that someone's mind is still able to not just grow, y'all to grow and development until it's transferring the development on and keep it moving into where it's developing other minds can reach somebody else, because it's like some places it stagnates and some people get the wrong information. That's when you saying you watch those videos, man. I was in there cringing. I was like, I know Dirk ain't saying that on no video, man. I mean, I was like, how is this dude able to get on somebody's video and somebody allow him without nobody else? That person should at least have somebody else
and opposing. Yeah.
I wouldn't even have a format like that. I said, it's just what Dirk said, but I got another person that.
Well, then we got a format right here, man.
And that's what we
is that format. Right. That's that format right here, man.
Yeah.
He gonna tell the truth on this here.
We just might have to have Mr. Dirk Acklin on this set and sing and ask him a few of the questions ourselves and see what happened. But go ahead, my fault.
He make me real mad though, so I know him real good. I was in there for long years with him, but he make me mad when he's saying out his mouth, and I know him very well. So what I know about him is this: he always looking for some publicity. He always want to be the man. He felt like because he know King David, because of this and that, he felt like he should get more power. He wanted more power, more authority. He didn't want to be in that. And man, he was messing over them dudes in there, them BDs, man. I was like, damn, man, how? They were the complete opposite dude. He kept up chaos. He didn't want to start this BDGD shit. I'm gonna tell you that for real. I was there. He didn't want to stop. People be talking, oh man, they did this. No, Dirk Acklin is the one that created that whole situation.
Put it on the scene. Put it out there. Put it out there.
Put it out there, bro. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
The rest
Yes,
of them
sir.
dudes was on board, man. They wasn't on none of that, man. They was right with the movement, man.
Yeah.
Larry was like this. Okay, y'all BDs, that's fine. He didn't have no problem with them saying, well, y'all BDs, if y'all want to say that and break from we calling ourselves BG, we came together. Y'all want to drop the G out of there, y'all want to be BDs. He said, I have no problem with that. Y'all can have your own structure. I'm saying we're gonna still be family, we're gonna be one. Still. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can orchestrate that how y'all want to do it. I'm not forcing you to be. That's how he was talking to Dirk.
Yeah.
I'm not forcing.
Yeah.
I'm not forcing you to be. This if you don't want. You want to spoil them that the way you want to. That's fine. He did it with the Breeds. He did it with the Latin folks. He did it with all of them. The Latin folks had their own thing, man. They had their own power structure. They had their own symbols of what they want. I'm not going to tell y'all. That man said, I'm not going to tell y'all to get rid of none of y'all. That's what y'all want. Y'all can keep all that. But we be stronger if we all together. He said, I can show you and prove to you that if we together, we are stronger. That's how we been. That's what Dave wanted. That's what King Dave. I'm looking at this man on the screen. I'm like, this man know that King Dave would not allow what he's doing right now if he was alive. It would not be happening, man.
Let me state this for the record too, real quick. Listen, bro, I can't speak in y'all because we all from 3 different generations in a sense. But I will say this. When I came in, I was talking about one king, King David. You understand? Now, as I understand it, we always carried the love for a king for the old man. But the old man always told me to call him the honorable chair. And I got one king that I celebrate every year, once a year on May. And I celebrate my honorable chairman. So we ain't gotta have that king argument.
When he died, when King David died, out of respect for King David, Larry dropped the king. He said, I ain't gonna that's gonna be his title, King David. I'm gonna leave that title to him because they both was kings. So when he came into, he said, I'm gonna do everything, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna be we're gonna change this. He's gonna be the chairman of the board. So all that change, all the words changed from the chairman to the board to govs to all those became changes from what it was before. Because you look at in the 70s is a whole different thing. It's a whole different 1 to 16. You can see some whole different things, some change.
Yeah, I remember the first law. I solemnly swear never disrespect any of my kings, King David, King Hoover, King Short. You know what I'm saying? So that was
right.
Whoa.
So all those things changed from the 70s until you came into the 80s, you came into the new concept. Right there is when that change occurred. He became in his mind and said, well, look, I'm not going to take nothing that individuals want for their organization with the BDs, but Dirk wanted more power, man. I think he wanted to be the co-chairman. I think that's what he wanted. I never asked him. I always told him, I said, Dirk, what's wrong, man? Why you always causing problems? And we used to ask him, I said, why you always causing
That's a problem, child.
Yeah, why you? No, man, it's dude, I don't got no problem with Larry. I love Larry. I got all the love in the world for Larry. And some of these dudes be coming talking, acting like they gonna bully something.
Yeah, man, I be hearing that, man. But listen, real quick, we down to our last minutes, and I want to try to get you guys' last thoughts in. But again, for the public, because I was kind of late and rushy here, I want to be able to say that this new show, Kicking It on the G, meaning Kicking It on the Gallery.
Hey, I like that title, man.
The reason why we came up with that title, me personally, on the gallery and the joint is where I got most of my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that. Surprising.
Yeah.
You can learn. I'm talking about it. You had a bunch of noise and idiots on the gallery during the daytime. But when them elders get on that gallery, and when we on lockdown or 2-3 o'clock in the morning, when everything quiet, that's when I got the best knowledge, the best quality wisdom and understanding. That's when the old heads get out there and put something on your head. So we wanted to create a show with that surrounded behind that energy to show the little brothers that when we heard something, even we had to stop and listen. And we want to bring that Kicking It on the Gallery energy to this and help the public and a whole lot of brothers and sisters get an idea and a feel of how we learn. And even some incident, it may be some incidents and everything. Let's put that out there. And I definitely want to talk to you again. We're gonna have to have a few more of these with you, bro. No doubt about it. Go ahead, Fee. You got something you want to say?
Man, I just want to thank both of y'all, man, especially you, my brother, man, for even inviting me to even be your sidekick in this here, and to Big Bruh. Thank you, Tank, man, for coming on, man, and giving everybody the truth, man. I look up to you, bro. You remember when we was in Sandstone, man? I didn't want nobody giving me no legal advice but you.
Yeah.
You was the only person I wanted to give me some advice because I knew that you was gonna give me the right advice when it comes to the legal aspects of what was going on, man. And I love you, big bro. And once again, thanks, man. And we're gonna have to do this again, man. Because I know the public gonna love you, man. They're gonna be asking for you to come back on, man. So that's what I gotta say, man. You want to close out by saying something, brother?
As a Tank, you want to say a few words?
I just want to say, man, I got a lot of love, and that's what held us together through all the times. I mean, I'm talking we was broke as a whole organization when things was going wrong. One thing we had that kept the furnace was love, man. And I see that in y'all, man. What that's what makes things strong, and that's what makes your mind strong. Because then you begin to think outside of what people doing, and your mind becomes stronger because love is a powerful force. And that's what we got to keep, man. We don't got nothing else, man. We keep the love, we gonna be straight.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So this is gonna wrap up our first edition of Kicking It on the Jeep. I had a great time with the brother, man. I'm definitely gonna be calling on you to come back in the future. My co-host Fee Taylor. Anybody got some ideas, some questions, some things that they probably want to know about that we could put out here and allow them to spectate when we was having our experience in there, put them out here, get in contact with us. We are starting our Free Larry Hoover Now campaign for any and everybody that want to get engaged and get involved. Please get in contact with us with Project Righteous Endeavors, with Positive Lifestyle Management. We're going to continue this push. We ain't stopping. We need more than just people jumping on board to call and get in contact with the state reps and everything. We're going to need use your social media platforms, rappers, singers, what have you.
All right, brothers, and that concludes our first episode, man. I love you guys, man, and love to the world, man.
Love.